So a few days ago in my MMA training, my coach and I worked on some of the essentials like head movement, footwork, staying in my stance, keeping my hands up and stuff. One of the things that I often lack is having the ability to slow things down, not physically but mentally. So whenever we're about to spar or when we're sparring, sometimes I get overwhelmed and then I feel like I need to be super fast because my opponent is either bigger than me and slower, so I feel like I have to be faster than them. But then I forget that I need to slow things down in my head. So what happens is that whenever I'm shadowboxing or training on my own, I go too fast that now my body is conditioned to just be fast. But like I said, because I don't slow things down in my head, that's when I don't slow things down physically either. So we actually took the training from me being a little bit too like on the go because I'm the type of person that either goes from 0 to 100 or none. And so I need to slow things down, and what we did is we worked on the little tweaks, the little stuff that are important when it comes about MMA training. So I realized that this is what's gonna happen with everything in life, that we're rushing things without really taking the time to slow things down so that we can kind of analyze ourselves. So for example, a lot of us have fitness goals, and sometimes when we start the process of doing the exercises or maybe switching our nutrition and then we don't get instant results, we kind of get impatient, and so we kind of want to rush into like the working out. Sometimes we overdo it because we want to get there fast, or when we're eating right and then we only see 1 week and we don't see a lot of progress, we kind of get impatient and then we want to eat like super healthy all week because we want to look a certain way fast. So that's when I think about me sometimes when I am working towards something, especially when it comes to MMA. I know that I need to move my head and I need to work on all these things, but I want to get there already really fast. But it makes, in life, it makes no sense because things will not be as fast as you want them to, because we're not like technology. Not everything that we do has to be fast. And if we rush into things, we miss the little details. So when I do, when I train MMA, I sometimes want to rush into like the combo or whatever, but it's like I need to set it up, and then first of all I need to feel the person. So that's what happens like in real life sometimes when we don't take the time to kind of feel the environment or like see what's going on first, plan it out instead of just rushing into it. Just the same way that we do, for example, like decisions, like as to maybe if you want to buy like a car, you're not gonna buy a car like just like that. You're gonna have to check the mileage and blah blah blah. Like you need to plan before you do anything big. And so my coach, he's the type of person that sees that. Fortunately, I'm like the student that will ask him for help, because if I don't ask him for help, then obviously I'm not gonna grow. So when he tells me like slow things down, is because I'm rushing into things. I'm really rushing into my combos. I'm rushing into a lot of things. And so it just reminded me that taking the time to slow things down, it's a good thing, because not everything needs to be fast. And sometimes the fast things are not the things that are good for you. Like if you know that you are looking forward to reaching a fitness goal, then you know that you need to take the time and effort to plan your meals, or you need to make sure that you eat the right stuff and make sure you do the right workouts, make sure you have the right plan. And so that's the same thing with MMA. If we know that if you're a fighter or if you're a person that is looking forward to training MMA, then you need to take the right steps to get there. You're not gonna instantly, just because you train, you're gonna go for sparring and then right away you're gonna fight. Sometimes you need to take the time to train for the fight. That's what the fighting camps are for. And so, like I said, when I do like things like that, they're always reminders in life that I need to always keep in mind. Because if I can't slow down in the mats, then that means then I can slow down in other things. So learning that lesson always reminds me to always stay focused and be aware whenever I'm doing things too fast. Because for the most part, whenever I'm doing things fast, I'm missing details. And luckily I have my coach to call me out on the things that I'm missing or that I'm lacking or that I'm surpassing because I'm not really paying attention to the details right there and then. So a quick lesson. Thank you.